Texas Chain Saw Massacre. After you stop screaming, you'll start talking about it.
Whether you remember this trailer, it's been 40 years since the film became a cult classic and eventually helped define a genre. For this Halloween anniversary, the film is being revisited by hardcore fans.
Even though it's predominantly fiction, the Texas Chain Saw Massacre was marketed as based on true events. That helped create the legend.
In fact, this past weekend, cast members reunited here in Austin at the Housecore Horror Film Fest to meet and speak with fans.
It's something much more than any of us ever imagined. And it is, in fact, now such a landmark film. And I don't think any of us could have thought that it would ever become what it did.
That was Gunnar Hansen, the UT alum who starred in the original film as the cannibalistic Jedediah Jed Sawyer, better known as Leatherface. The film has gone from being a cult icon over the years to a widely respected film in the horror genre and independent filmmaking. And it is not just the actors in the film that have had such a legacy.
The original farmhouse has a second life thanks to the film's popularity. At the time of shooting in 1974, it was a rundown location in what is now La Frontera in Round Rock. But since the late 90s, the home has relocated about an hour west in Kingsland. And as David Scott found out, the house's history still draws visitors.
This place was mighty scary 40 years ago. Now it's just a quaint country restaurant. No blood and guts served here, just meat kebabs. The house was dismembered into 6 pieces and brought here, nestled by Lake LBJ on 18 acres. You can dine in the bone room.
We've got things falling off from countertops. We've got radio stations being changed. We've got footsteps upstairs when we're downstairs. We've got doors opening when they shouldn't.
That's pretty spooky.
It is.
Upstairs in the bar, specialty drinks like Leatherface lemonade and this month's special Bloody Massacre. Thank God those are just peppers floating in there.
One guy came from Germany and flew to Dallas and drove here on his way to California. It's not really on the way to California, but that's how important this house is to some people.
Next door, a historic 113-year-old inn that benefits from all this. Folks come from around the world.
UK, Australia, even here, California, all around. Everybody loves to come here. If we have ghosts, they don't come out till after 10 o'clock when we close.
Nothing too spooky here. This Halloween, they'll have a special movie showing here, highlights of you know what. And they promise plenty of surprises. In Kingsland, David Scott, KXAN News.
And we've got more information on the Grand Central Cafe, as the Chainsaw House is now called, including how you can visit. That's with this story on KXAN.com. Over the years, the bodies kept piling up as filmmakers kept making more and more chainsaw movies. They even did one in 3D. One of these movies featured 2 Central Texans who later went on to win Academy Awards. In 1994, Matthew McConaughey and Renee Zellweger starred in Texas Chain Saw Massacre: The Next Generation. Despite the star power, though, many horror fans call this the worst chainsaw movie ever made.